All right, so today's lesson, prayer power. Read Colossians 9, not 9, 1, 9 through 12. What specific request do you find in Paul's prayer? So let's read that. Colossians 1, 9 through 12. For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you, and to desire that you might be filled with the knowledge of his will and all wisdom and spiritual understanding, that you might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of God, strengthened with all might according to his glorious power, unto all patience and long suffering with joyfulness, giving thanks unto the Father, which hath made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. So what specific request do you find in Paul's prayer? Let's dig in. Paul prays that you may be filled with the knowledge of his will. Paul describes knowing God's will as wisdom and spiritual understanding in Colossians 1:9. Wisdom comes first of all by trusting God fully, being willing to do his will, John 7:17, and not leaning on our own understanding, Proverbs 3:5. But the question often arises, what is God's will for me in this situation? There are four main sources from which we may learn God's will as we seek it prayerfully. The most important source of wisdom is the Bible. Your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, Psalms 119, 105. God has given us special wisdom for the last days through the spirit of prophecy, Revelation 12:17 and Revelation 19:10, as manifested through the writings of Ellen White. The Bible encourages us to believe in the Lord your God, and ye shall be established. Believe in his prophets, and ye shall prosper. 2 Chronicles 20:20. God's will and leading may also be known through providential circumstances. By asking him to open or close doors, see Colossians 4:3. The Holy Spirit, number 4, guides us once we have learned to recognize his voice. Your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. Whenever you turn to the right hand or whenever you turn to the left, Isaiah 30:21. Paul prays that the Colossians may walk worthy of the Lord, Colossians 1:10. Of course, no one is inherently worthy, but God counts us worthy by his grace and calls us to live in accordance with that high calling, Ephesians 4:1, 1 Thessalonians 2:12. Paul uses the verb walk or walked 3 more times in this letter, alone. Colossians 2:6, Colossians 3:7, and Colossians 4:5. It means to live and act in accordance with God's law, Exodus 18:20, which is possible only through the work of the Holy Spirit, Ezekiel 26:27. Paul also prays that their and our lives may be fully pleasing to the Lord, and then lists several ways to do that. Being fruitful in every good work, Colossians 1:9 and 10, then increasing in the knowledge of God, Colossians 1:10, and finally in giving thanks, Colossians 1:12. If someone were to ask you, how do you know God is leading you in one direction or another, what answer would you give? Food for thought today. What answer would you give? How do you know for certain that God is leading you in the direction that you are going? Very good question. Until next time, God bless and keep you today.